Hello and welcome back to Operations with Void. This is your host Forgotten Void, and this week we will be showcasing how to play a torpedo boat in Cherry Blossom. Now we're going to use the best torpedo boat, Yudachi. She might not. Okay, she's up there and one of the best. So what makes her really good is she has torpedo reload booster and smoke. Not many destroyers come with this combination, and her torpedoes are quads that reload in 90 seconds. A little bit more, but with the fill the tubes, they reload in 90 seconds, which is a decent time for torpedoes, especially if you want to be spamming them. So with fill the tubes, adrenaline rush, we can get the torpedoes down even lower with adrenaline rush. So those are the reasons we have those skills. We have the basic destroyer skills, and then it's consumable specialist for reduced reload on the torpedo reload booster. The other things are doesn't really matter, but this is mostly for the reload booster. You could go with incoming fire alert if you want to be open water gunboating, which you really shouldn't do. And grease the gears really doesn't do enough, since it's a increased by percentage rather than a degree amount. It doesn't work as well as it used to, but way before the commander rework where they split the trees. Swift fish doesn't really matter. It's nice, but if you want extra range on your torpedoes per se, like extra intercept range, then slower torpedoes are actually better. That's why we don't really bother with it, and we rather have this skill. And radio location is actually really important for torpedo boats, as well as concealment. Concealment lets you get closer for your torpedoes. Good radio location lets you know where enemies are, so you can head towards them to spot them. And these are things you want on both ops and randoms. Back to the equipment, it's torpedo stuff. We have engine room protection. This helps with reducing the repair time, so things repair faster. So that's why we have that, so you don't have to use your DCP on the engine or the steering gears. You can just let them repair naturally. Engine boost modification, if you have extra coal around, it's okay. It's a decent second choice, but protection is still the first option. Torpedo tubes. I have propulsion modification because when you're in a smoke screen or you want to speed juke, you use propulsion modification. For the new op that's coming up, for American destroyers, depth charges is fine, but for Yudachi yourself, propulsion. Anyways, enough about the ship. With that, we'll go ahead and go into battle. So as you can see, I am by myself. There's a couple mines on the team. We have a carrier. With the torpedo boat, you have two options. One is this video that I'm going to put up that I sent to Lord Hollander, or someone else played. Anyways, this video of where you dive right in. That is better for fast boats like it's a Tashkent 39. For ones with torpedo reload booster, what I'm doing here, I'm just throwing out torpedoes, hoping they'll hit. I should be posting a short where I do hit these torpedoes. These ones aren't going to hit on this one, but did the same thing in another match, and actually I think I killed 2 of them. But we're just using our guns. So the guns reload very slowly, 9 seconds. And so that's why it's definitely not a gunboat. But they are there. And every point on a destroyer counts. Also, you are using the shoot at them so they'll spot you tactic and they'll shoot back at you. So by doing this, we're spotting them early, hopefully. Also helping with killing them. And just getting a little bit of damage on them. But yes, as you see, the guns reload slow, the turrets turn terribly slow. For often, you might as well ignore the guns. I don't, because I want every bit of DPM out of the ship as possible. So we're going to head north. We're just going to head straight north. Even though the ships, you have the Myoko and all of them, are going to spawn as a slower destroyer that focuses mostly on torpedoes. We aren't actually going to do that much over there. So that's what I'm... That's what I'm saying. I type ridiculously slow. Yeah. So I'm saying I'm not going to be much help of that. That's why I'm going north. And because honestly, yeah, with the 9-second reload and slow, very slow torpedoes, sure they have range, but if you can't hit anything, then yeah. So the mines thinks I will go spot. And the thing with the mines is he spots just as well as I do. And the CV spots even better than I do because of the planes. The mines has hydro. So it actually would spot destroyers further away than I could spot them. I would have to get up next to them. The hydro does 6 kilometers. But the CV is actually the best spotting system, especially in here. Yeah. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, I was going to say because it would be the 6K hydro, because okay, so this is what we're doing. We put one on the white line and one ahead so that if it speeds up, then we can hit it. If it doesn't, then, and this time we put one on the white line and one behind for the other. So these are kind of overlapping to try and hit both the cruisers. And so we were able to get one cruiser. And knowing that it's slowing down is why we put it on the white line and behind. And so this is so that we can kind of gauge where the torpedoes are going. So we can put one where it actually wants you to aim. And then one where you think it's going to aim. So if you think it's going to adjust speeds, that's where you're going to aim your other set. So if it goes how you think it's going to go, then you'll hit. If it goes as it is, as it's projecting, you're going to hit. Most people do one before and one behind the white line so that it can go either way. But you'll miss more if it speeds up. So if it goes the way you think you can go, like it speeds up, then you hit more if you adjust for as it's going to speed up and hit and then aim for the white line. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, I can type it in after in chat. You just let me know and I'll answer it in chat. So what we're doing here is we're blind torping the RPF signal. So we're doing one more or less where it is and one where we think that it's going to head. And this is the blind torping of the RPF. So if it's staying right where it is, and then we'll hit, maybe. But this is another reason why you have RPF, because if you have RPF, then you can actually blind tip. Oh look, we got one torpedo hit. Oh, we got another torpedo hit. And this is because we knew more or less where the ships were, so we could get torpedo hits. Not sure what we hit. We hit something. It's going to be a destroyer. All the cruisers are dead. So we're kind of just staying out of spotting range, because their spotting is probably is about the same as mine, plus a couple 100 meters. Oh, we hit an Akizuki. And at that HP, I actually feel okay gunning it down. Especially if I get the first salvo. Because there we go. In 2 salvos, we were able to kill it. So only had 9 seconds. And with a 3-second reload, that's only 3 salvos. Oh, it launched out torps. It launched out torps. Oh no. They're going to miss anyways. But yeah, so because we hit the Akizuki in specific this time, I could confidently gun it down because it had enough HP that with 2 salvos I could get it. And that only gave it 9 seconds to aim and shoot. With a 3-second reload, yeah, the first... It should only get 2 to 3 salvos off. Maybe less, depending on where the guns are pointing. And so that's... And now we're at the Shiratsuyu. And again, I feel comfortable gunning it down. Even missing the first one. Because I have all my guns on target because of RPF. I have the higher concealment because of the concealment expert. And this allows me to choose the engagement, choose when I want to shoot. So even with the plane spotting me, I actually don't mind the plane spotting me because, okay, maybe I do. Maybe I do mind being shot at by a toggle. She hurts. When at least the bombers, if they're throwing bombs at me, it doesn't really matter. It's better the bombs go at me than our allies, because bombs only overpen damage me if they hit, and it's hard to hit. And here I think I aimed ahead of a toggle. We might be able to get a torpedo off. Yeah, we got 1 torpedo hit in the center, so it damaged the engine. But it wasn't a flood. Is it a flood? At least our flood's not sticking. Someone else, the carrier might have gotten that flood. But DCP, I think I guess it already DCP'd when we took out its engine. That, or we hit the engine, and then the carrier hit the engine right after the DCP ended. Either way, I made sure made the killing Itago easy. And with this, oh look, the bay is pretty much clear. All you have is a Yahagi when the Fletcher and the kid, the Billard and the kid come in. The 2 Fletchers. Lose the Billard, I think. And there's our armor piercing. So you can Citadel Yahagi from this range. So we're under 4 kilometers, and we're getting Citadel hits. Beware of Yahagi's armor piercing. I'm going to send out some torpedoes that way, just in case. Aww, there goes the kid. they only lasted this long because they can't use torpedoes or guns. They are only AA platforms. We are eternally spotted from the hydro, from the airfields and whatnot, but the main thing is about this strategy about going up and torping things early is the bay is now clear. There's no Akazuki. There's no heavy cruisers. All they had, well, there was the Atago that spawns later that was focused on pretty quickly. So this allowed for our team. It allows for our team to, you know, just push up if they want. And since they can push up, they can quickly and easily kill the aerodromes. Or whatever ships are left in the harbor. As, I believe it is a limited spawn, but they will spawn every few minutes. There is a port which they spawn between Shiratsuyu, Yahagi, Furutaka, Alba, Kagero, and some others. Hey, our fire killed it. We're up to 5 kills. I love being called useless. Probably have more damage than he has. The one who called me useless is the dead mines. Oh, 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 a trash talk. Oh no, there's a destroyer right there. Okay, okay, I don't see torps. And right as I move up, the torps hit. And missed the wreck. I was trying to use the wreck there. Oh well. So if I didn't pull up and speed up, then I probably would have survived. And there's my mistake. The DD came out of nowhere hiding in the smoke. And it took me face detection to see it. But at this point, we have 5 minutes left. Yeah, yeah. So this is a speed run. So, you know, we helped speed run this. Not even 15 minutes in the match. And it's a 5-star. We get 1,000,000 credits, not profit. 5 kills, 170k damage. 4 citadels. Nice for Yudachi. And we are second in between the two mines. He did good. He got better than me. He pretty much carried our team with the help of me taking out everything in the harbor. And then the other mines, he was focused by the aerodromes. He got that many kills of airplanes, means he was focused by the aerodromes. And I am not sure what the Harbin did. If someone wants to come out when the Harbin died, please let me know in the comments below. I don't know when he died. As you see, we had 40k damage from our main battery and 134k from our torpedoes. This is very much a torpedo boat. Mostly on the cruisers, a little bit on the destroyers. But the destroyers are worth more, so that it kind of evens out. And as for credits, we ended up with 900,000, a little bit more. They are using blue boosters, but it's only a tier 7, which is why it doesn't make as much as a tier 8. Tier 8 doing the same work would have made more because it has a higher credit and XP modifier. Yay for hidden numbers. Anyways, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. If you want to see more, click that subscribe button. Or don't. I can't force you because I'm not your mother. But I do hope to see you again next week. Have a good one.